All right, welcome back. This is week 15 crowned. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to another DNS address. Championship week has delivered. Old Dominion walked into Troy, defeated one of the best teams in the dynasty, and left with the Sun Belt Championship. South Florida secured its 12th victory and claimed the American Conference Championship and has officially punched its tickets into the college football playoff. 3 coaches entered the week chasing trophies. 2 of them got it done, finished the job. Now the conference championship games are complete. The bowl matchups are ready, and year 1 has officially reached the postseason. Let's get into it. The headline of the week is Old Dominion conquering the Sun Belt. Troy entered championship week with 11 victories, a national rating, home field advantage, and one of the most dominant rushing attacks in the country. Old Dominion did not care. The Monarchs walked into Troy and defeated the number 24 Trojans 38-29. Coach Crow and Old Dominion are your Sun Belt champions. Jackson Potter completed 16 of 25 passes for 272 and a touchdown. He also added a rushing score. But this championship belonged to Roche. 19 carries, 190 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 4 receptions, 58 receiving yards, and another touchdown through the air. That's 248 all-purpose yards and 4 tutties in a conference championship game. When Old Dominion needed a championship performance, Roche delivered one. The Monarchs defense also created crisis, with Mario Easterly recording 11 tackles and an interception. Struck added another 10 tackles, and the defense also forced 2 fumbles. Old Dominion finishes championship week at 10-3 with a trophy and a permanent place in DNS year 1 history. Coach Crow, you are the first Sun Belt champion of the DNS Dynasty. Congrats, brother. Troy runs until the end. Our next story, Troy runs until the, 1 game short. Troy did not go out quietly, though. Gavin Griffin rushed for an unbelievable 212 and a touchdown. Jordan Lovett added 87 yards and another score. White caught 8 passes for 130 and a touchdown. Mojo added 101 receiving yards. The Trojans moved the football. They produced explosive plays, and they continued fighting until the final whistle. And the quarterback room combined for 3 interceptions, though, against the championship opponent. Those mistakes become too difficult to overcome. Troy falls, though, to 11-2. The conference championship opportunity is gone, but this remains one of the best seasons in the entire dynasty as well. 11 victories, a national ranking, a win over Georgia Southern, and now a bowl opportunity against the same North Texas program that appeared in the American Championship game. Coach Burnett, this is still 1 trophy left to chase. You got it, brother. South Florida wins the American. South Florida entered championship week 11-1. The Bulls left with 12 victories, a conference championship, and a place in the college football playoffs. Coach Mertz and South Florida are your American Conference champions. MVP Jr. threw for 190 and a touchdown. The passing game was not perfect, though. He completed 17 of 35 passes and threw 2 interceptions. So South Florida turned to the ground. Isaac carried the football 18 times for 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's 255 yards in a championship game. DJ Crowther added another 98. Together, they pounded the rock for 353 on the ground, had a glorious game, and South Florida needed its defense to close the door. Grayson Howard took over, 15 tackles, 4 for loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. This was not simply a good performance. This was a championship performance. Howard also earns the Defensive Player of the Week, and South Florida improved to 12-1. The Bulls are now ranked number 12 and will face number 5 Texas Tech in the opening round of the college football playoff. Coach Mertz, your championship is here. Now go chase that national one. Our stock-ups this week, the Monarchs defeated an 11-win team on the road and brought the Sun Belt Trophy home, and nothing else needs to be said on that. South Florida with 12 wins, an American Championship, and a college football playoff invitation. South Florida has produced one of the greatest year 1 stories in this dynasty. Our others is Roche with 4 touchdowns, 248 yards, a conference championship MVP level production. Roche didn't wait for anybody else to make the play. He became the play. Grayson Howard with 15 tackles, 4 for a loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. Howard was everything for the Bulls. Our Week 15 awards, our Offensive Player of the Week is Roche with Old Dominion. Again, having those 19 carries, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 receptions, 58 yards receiving, and a receiving touchdown. Sunbelt Championship. This can't be any better. The Defensive Player of the Week is Grayson Howard from South Florida with those 15 tackles, 4 for loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, a championship, and a playoff berth. He delivered one of the best defensive performances of his season. We love to see it. Our Built Not Given award this week goes to Old Dominion. Old Dominion didn't enter championship week with a rating. The Monarchs did not have home field advantage. They were facing an 11-win Troy team. Inside Troy Stadium, none of that mattered. Old Dominion ran the football, created turnovers, controlled the biggest moments, and took the championship trophy home. Coach Crow, the championship was built. It was not given. We'd love to see it. Our Heisman spotlight, Troy's running back Gavin Griffin may not have finished in the championship week with the trophy he wanted, but his individual season has received national recognition. Griffin is officially a Heisman Trophy finalist. He added another 212 in the championship game and once again showed why he belongs among the best college football players this year. Regardless of the final vote, becoming a Heisman finalist is incredible achievement. Congratulations to Gavin Griffin, Coach Burnett, and the entire Troy program. Our college football playoff. The DNS Dynasty is going to be represented in the national championship race by number 12 South Florida. They take on number 5 Texas Tech. South Florida enters the CFB with a 12-1 record. The Bulls have an explosive rushing attack, playmakers at every level, a championship caliber defense, and can create turnovers. An absolute nothing to lose. Just get out there, play ball. Texas Tech will be the biggest test for South Florida all season, but the Bulls didn't reach the playoffs by accident. They earned it. Coach Mertz, you're carrying the banner on the national stage, brother. Represent us well. The Year 1 Bowl slate is looking like. The Salute to Veterans Bowl is Central Michigan at Georgia State. Central Michigan fought its way to 6-6 and earned a postseason football. Coach Nelson, the Chippewas, will have an opportunity to finish Year 1 with a winning record and a bowl trophy. Boca Raton Bowl, Liberty against number 19 Georgia Southern. Coach Bennett and Georgia Southern completed a 10-win regular season. Now the Eagles face Liberty with an opportunity to be an 11-win team and finish an outstanding first season with a championship trophy. The Myrtle Beach Bowl, number 24 Troy versus North Texas. Troy's conference championship ended in disappointment, but now they go on to face North Texas and come out with a championship appearance. 2 teams looking to end with a redemption. New Mexico Bowl is Colorado versus Old Dominion. Old Dominion enters the bowl season as the Sun Belt champion. The Monarchs face Colorado with an opportunity to add another trophy to an already historic season. The Request Bowl is Minnesota versus Texas State. Texas State finished the regular season 6-6 and earned a major postseason opportunity against Minnesota. Coach Dilla and the Bobcats have finished Year 1 with one of the biggest victories in program history. We're going to see them get it. The Sun Bowl is Fresno State versus Georgia Tech. Tech finished 8-4 and completed the regular season by dominating Georgia. Now the Yellow Jackets face the Bulldogs with an opportunity to secure their 9th victory and finish the season as a Sun Bowl champion. Our week 16 look ahead. Every program within DNS has another bye week as we move into the postseason. This is the time to prepare, recruit, study the opponent, set the depth charts, clean up the playbook, and make sure every program is ready when its postseason opportunity arrives. There are no meaningless games left. Every remaining matchup ends with either a trophy or the offseason. We want to see trophies, boys. Get it. Championship week gave us 2 champions within the DNS. Old Dominion conquered the Sun Belt. South Florida conquered the American. Roche delivered the performance of a lifetime. Grayson Howard controlled a championship game from the middle of the defense. Gavin Griffin became a Heisman finalist. South Florida officially entered the college football playoffs. Year 1 is almost complete, boys. By the biggest games are still ahead. We have a bowl trophy to chase, a national championship opportunity, and 7 programs preparing to represent this community in the postseasons. To every coach still competing, good luck, enjoy the moment, prepare the right way, and finish what you started. Conference championships have been won, the postseason field is set. Now it's time to see who brings home one final trophy. Remember the Department of National Selection, you select, we collect, built, not given.